Well lads, welcome back to On The Case with me, Kasey Campion. This is your backstage pass to my crazy, unpredictable life. Get ready for my chaotic story times, unfiltered opinions, and of course a lot of ranting and oversharing. Each week I'll be delving into different topics and I can't wait to bring you all along with me. So with that, it's time to get on the case. So before we get on to this week's case, of course, we're going to do our Keeping Up with Kasey segment where I tell you what I've been up to this week. So at the start of the week, something very exciting happened. Katy Perry tickets went on sale. I have literally been to every concert that's ever been to Ireland, but one of the only artists I've never seen is Katy Perry. And when I was younger, I genuinely believed I was going to be the next Katy Perry. Like in school, when they asked, like, what do you want to be when you're older? Mine was always like, I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to be the next Katy Perry. So my mom, of course, ran with this idea and decided to book me into a recording studio. Of course, she's more delusional than I am. So she got one of these deals on Groupon. I'm pretty sure it was like £100 at the time to go in and record a song. So I was obviously really shy and really nervous, so I wouldn't practice at all before I went. So she didn't really know like if I could sing or if I couldn't. So we showed up to this recording studio and there was like a, I don't know, like producer. I don't know what you'd call him there. And I sang for him. And he actually fed my delusions as well. He was like, oh, you've got a really nice, like, husky voice, like, you know, telling me I had star quality and all this. Bear in mind, I was 11. So went in and recorded Part of Me by Katy Perry, which to this day, every time I hear the first few beats of that song, it actually haunts me. So the other major event I had this week was the Gossies, which was just a whole different world to me. It was mad. So the day of, obviously, the awards, drove up to Dublin, checked into my hotel, went and got my hair and makeup done, which I was very nervous about because I'm very particular about my hair and makeup, especially because I always do my own. Like, my mom is a hair and makeup artist and I won't even let her touch me. So that says a lot. But I loved my hair, loved my makeup, went back to my room, got on my dress, made my TikToks, and then I was like, oh, okay, now it's actually time to go to these awards. And earlier on in the day when I was getting all my bits done, like my hair and makeup, there was a couple of just like Love Islanders strolling around. And obviously like we're all in the same place, so you can't be like fangirling over people. So like it was really strange. Anton was there. And I feel like I now know how people feel when they see me. Not that I'm comparing myself to Love Islanders, but I felt like I knew them for years. Do you know what I mean? Like I thought we were friends, but they obviously have never seen me in their life. So yeah, I went into the awards. There was a pink carpet, got my photos taken, and obviously it was just really surreal because I was a nominee. And my dad had told me that day, he was like, if you're sitting down the back, you're probably not going to win because they're not going to put someone down the back like as a winner because you'll have to walk through the whole place. So I was like, oh, I wonder what table I'm going to be at. So I was on table 3, which was right up the front. So of course I am a manifestor, as I always say. So I was telling myself this whole day that I'd won. I know, might be delusional, but that's just the way I work. I was just telling myself that I've already won, had the speech ready in my head, but deep down, like I knew there's a chance. Obviously, like 7 people have to lose in my category, so it mightn't be me. And of course, my category was like near the very end and we had to go through a full meal. There was starters, there was entertainment. They had Mary Byrne from the X Factor, who I loved back in the day, and we had obviously main course, dessert, and my category was second last. So I got to my category and obviously I had a few drinks, but I was nervous, and they read out all the nominees, and sure enough, I lost. Yeah, I'm a big fat loser. No, I'm joking. Do you know what it is? It was obviously an honour to be nominated, and especially I feel like Newcomer made so much sense for me, like in the last year between hitting 100k, getting on the radio, starting my own podcast, and I just think for me that's an achievement in itself. Chris, who won, is so deserving. He has smashed it the last year as well. All the nominees in my category were great, but obviously I'm not going to lie, I will keep it real with you all. I'm not going to say the word devastated. I was disappointed because, you know, obviously you want to win. I'd hyped it up for so long and I felt like, not that I let people down, but I was getting everyone to vote for me, share the links. I was plaguing my family group chat every single day. But yeah, look, there's always next year, I suppose. But other than that, who was there? So I'm trying to think of like who you would think like is big names that was there, like who I was kind of shocked to be in a room with. Nikki Byrne from Westlife was there. Sitting directly behind me was Jessie and Will from Love Island. And as I said, you literally feel like you know these people. Like I turned around and Jessie was like, oh my God, I love your dress. And I was like, I love you. Like it was just mad. And then when I went back to my table, she had followed me on Instagram and I was like, oh, I didn't even tell her my name. So yeah, Liberty was there. As I said, Anton, everyone was just so nice. So yeah, it was a really good night. Hopefully I'll be there again next year and I'm not too sad that I lost. So that is it for Keeping Up with Kasey this week. I'll be back next week to fill you in on anything else mad that happens in my life. But now we're moving on to On The Case. So obviously, as I said, I was at the Gossies and it got me thinking. Obviously, there's a lot of rumours that go around about Irish influencers and celebrities. I don't even want to say the word celebrities because you'll all come for me. So this week's case is going to be about rumours and looking into rumours that have been spread around either about me, other people, Irish influencers, and of course, you all have seen on TikTok. The 5K runner scandal. I hate even giving this any more attention than it deserved in the first place. I personally believe the whole thing was made up. But obviously I was one of the main targets in that rumour. People genuinely thought it was me. To this day, people are still asking me on night, say, oh my God, you're the girl with the fake 5K. And I'm just like, how that was ever. Like, my opinion on the whole thing is like, if you're going to fake a 5K, would you not just screenshot like a fake time and post it? Like, why would you get in your car, drive between the kilometres? I just think it was so far-fetched. Then obviously one that's going around this week in particular is the one about apparently an influencer held up a flight. Like, is that even a thing? So somebody posted a TikTok saying, oh, my flight's delayed because the Irish influencer wanted to finish her vlog. And I'm just like, when's the last time Ryanair has stopped a flight for someone to make a video? Like, it's just not a thing. So I feel like, I don't know, a lot of the time people do start the rumours about influencers, but I did start a rumour during the summer, which I'm sure some of you will remember, which I at the time thought it was going to be funny, but it actually didn't turn out to be funny. So obviously Coldplay came to Dublin, one of the biggest gigs of the year probably, 4 nights, Crow Park. And I decided the day I was there to take a little video of myself outside the Ticketmaster van and be like, oh my God, guys, they're selling tickets down here. Like, on the day, I'm after getting 17 tickets. Everybody fell for it. It got like 500,000 views. The day after that, for the next gig, there was queues down the streets. All the like big companies like MCD, Ticketmaster, the Garda Instagram page had to post like official things to say that it wasn't true. Now, I don't know if that was purely because of my TikTok, but it just shows that, like, you say one thing and people just latch onto it, and rumours do spread like wildfire. So I'm going to be a bit more careful from now on what I post on TikTok. So obviously I started that rumour about the Coldplay thing, which at the time I obviously didn't, I don't know what my aim was. I thought it was funny, first of all. And I kind of thought it was more satire at the time. I feel like a lot of my TikToks are satire and people don't really know if they are or not. So my intention was like, funny video, no one's going to believe it. People aren't going to show up at this van. So yeah, that's why I started that rumour, because I thought it was funny. But it's got me thinking as to why are people starting the likes of the 5K runner rumour, the influencer holding up the plane rumour. And I just, if I have to be honest, I think it's because these people know any video about influencers that's negative is going to gain traction. So maybe these people want to be influencers. I don't know, because the girl that done the 5K video, in fairness to her, I don't know if she got a big following off it, but she definitely gained a lot of following and a lot of traction. I feel like she said she went to an event, said she met another influencer who told her this information. And I think she probably knew it was going to blow up, because there's no way you're going to tell a story like that and think, you know, that was always going to bring drama and bring traction to her. But again, I don't blame her. I would probably do the same thing if I was her. But I mean, it was very creative for her to come up with that. Then the girl with the holding up the plane situation, I'd say maybe there was an Irish influencer on her plane and maybe the plane was delayed. But maybe she took that opportunity as like, oh, I'm going to pretend because there was an influencer on my flight and we're delayed. Maybe I'll just link these two together and make a video and hopefully it'll go viral. And it did. Like, even today I seen a video of girls rating outfits from the Gossies and I'm like, it's just whatever influencers are the subject of a video, it always does really well. So I feel like rumours do make you gain following and traction, and that's why most of us do it. I mean, it is kind of why I do it as well. So obviously I'm not a fan of rumours about myself. I do like gossip and rumours about other people, but obviously when it's lighthearted and funny. But a rumour that went around about me probably about 2 years ago, so this was well before I posted the Road and Story Time. So apparently me and my ex-boyfriend broke up because I was crazy and I was controlling, and I heard this mad rumour that apparently one night I went to his college accommodation and banged down his door. Now, this is completely false. This never happened. But when I came out with my Roden story, 2 or 3 different girls came to me and were like, oh my God, we never knew this was the case. Like, we heard you went to his accommodation and banged down his bedroom door. So yeah, I feel like you don't really hear rumours about yourself until it comes out that they weren't true. So I don't know who came up with that rumour, but I probably have a few ideas. So yeah, as I was saying, it's mad that, like, obviously when rumours go around about you, like back in the day, like in school, you wouldn't really hear about them because there'd be whispers. But nowadays, obviously with TikTok, the algorithm knows if something comes up about me, I'm like one of the first people to see it. Obviously when the 5K thing came out, I actually didn't see it for a couple of hours until people started sending it to me. And then obviously, like, the search bars on all the videos, all my running vlogs, the search bar then turned to Kasey Campion fake 5K. So yeah, as I said, I feel like back in school you wouldn't really hear these rumours about yourself, like, because people would just whisper. But nowadays, obviously with TikTok, the minute anything goes up about me, obviously I'm going to see it. Like, the algorithm picks up my name, knows it's about me, and then it's coming up on my For You page. But a bit of inside scoop on the whole 5K thing. I feel like I've said 5K 25 times in this podcast already. I was at an event. This was in, I think, June. And I was getting all these texts being like, oh my God, there's this video up about you. Like, you're the 5K runner. And I was like, what are you talking about? I had no idea what the crack was. And I was with Niamh O'Connor at the event and Mammy Terry, you might know them off TikTok. And they were trying to fill me in and get me up to speed because I had no idea what was going on. So I actually went outside the event because I was so anxious about this video that had gone up about me. Watched the whole video and I was like, okay, I'm not named, but like my name is all over the comments. Now, I wasn't the only person that was, you know, being suspected of being this 5K runner. So I decided, ignore it for the whole event, and then when I get into my car after, I'm going to make a little response video, which I suppose you could also say started another rumour. Again, me thinking this was satire, thinking it was funny. I decided to tell the whole of TikTok that I was so offended by this rumour that I went to the guards. And people believed this. So I had people text me being like, oh my God, you hardly went to the guards over that. That's so ridiculous. Obviously, I didn't go to the guards. Like, that was never going to happen. I actually had my own suspicions about who the 5K runner was, because even though I now don't believe it was true at all, at the time it came out that apparently it wasn't a 5K. It was someone that ran a bit of a further distance and someone that's only posted 2 or 3 running videos. So I suspected, and I've said this to her face, so she'll find it funny, I thought it was Jodie Dodrill. And at the time, me and her weren't that close. I'd only seen her at a couple of events. But since then, I've like met her loads and we got on really well. And she's so nice. So we were at, funnily enough, a running event a couple of weeks ago in Kildare Village with Sculpted by Amy. And I was like, can I tell you something? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I thought you were the 5K runner. And she couldn't believe it. She was like, oh my God, I thought it was you. But it was gas. Look, I don't think we're ever going to find out who it was. I don't think it was anybody. But that's not the only rumour that has gone around about me on social media. There was a rumour that went around about me and somebody else. And I think I might have him on very soon to give his insight. We are going to take a quick break, but when I come back, rumour has it I might have a very special guest. Welcome back to On The Case. We have a very special guest here. We have FITZY here. How are you?
Good.
You excited to be here?
Delighted. Can't wait.
Is this your first time on a podcast?
Yeah, it actually is, I think, yeah.
So are you nervous or you're just going to...
I'm not sure, just chatting like.
Exactly. So for those who don't know, tell us, who are you? Tell us a bit about yourself.
FITZY, 24, from Galway, but live in Dublin now, doing a bit of teaching, and I don't know if I could say TikTok and with a bit of stuff like that.
This is given like a Tinder bio right now.
Yeah, I know.
Name, age, job.
I've actually been banned from Tinder, but I won't get into that.
God.
I didn't even do anything.
You're very defensive straight away. Why are you banned off Tinder?
I didn't do anything. Like, do you know when people like pretend to be you, so then they didn't believe I was me, and I got banned on it then.
Did you not do the like verification thing?
No, who is that?
Okay, right. So that's
Anyways.
you off Tinder. So you're a teacher. Tell us about that. Did you always want to do that? What do you teach?
No, to be honest, I'd say in college I enjoyed doing the course. No, I hated doing the course. Sorry.
Okay.
But then once I did a bit of placement, I was like, oh yeah, it's good crack. And now, like, I love it. We had the week off there for midterm there. I just hated it. I just want to get back in with the kids. Like,
really?
Good crack, yeah.
And obviously you teach in Dublin.
Yeah.
But you're from Galway.
Yeah.
And you play for Galway?
I do indeed, yeah.
Now, I'm not very good with the whole GA thing, so you're going to have to fill me in. What's that like trying to do both?
It's not too bad. Like, you're in the car, I'd say. I live in the car, I'd say. I should actually just give up paying rent. Like, I'd say every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you're in the car 2.5 hours, 3 hours down, and then straight back, training back. So straight in the car at 2:30 and back at like midnight in those days. So
you drive up and back to Galway 3 times a week?
Yeah.
And you're not wrecked?
Yeah, you'd be wrecked, but like, sure. Your downtime's kind of just sitting in the car listening to podcasts.
Listening to like On The Case, stuff like that.
Might be a new one. I might start listening
Number
to
one
bit,
fan.
Yeah.
So obviously you're really busy. Like, do you have time to go out? Like, what?
Sure, yeah.
You're a fan of coppers.
Sometimes if I'm back from training at like 11:30, I might stumble into coppers, but
okay.
Other than that, no.
It's a mutual, we both love coppers.
Well, you were saying the last day you actually didn't like it.
Yeah, we were actually both there.
I was actually upset, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Look, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with coppers. I went on Wednesday, obviously you were there as well, after Pitbull, but we didn't see each other.
No, because you stayed how long?
20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, look, you don't drink though, sure you don't?
No.
And has that always been the case?
Yeah, I'm just tapped. Like, I think if I drank, God only knows what I do, so.
Yeah, I feel like without drink, you're still a bit mad. So, have you never drank?
No, well, no, I tasted it once accidentally. Like, I think I was like 6 and I was out playing football or something with the lads. I had black on my body on table, ran outside play, came back in. Mom had thought I was done, got rid of it, and switched it like red wine. She was just going to start drinking and I down it, but doesn't really count, does it? Okay,
but like coppers is one thing, but coppers sober is another thing. Now, I've done it. What do you like about coppers? I'm saying
just the music's unreal, like.
Yeah, it
I
is
just love
kind
all
of
those pop songs.
basic.
I can't stand techno. Like techno, no's in the
Yeah,
word.
I'm
Like,
the same. I'm the same.
dirt.
So you said you do a bit of TikTok. How long is that going on?
That is a good question. I think it was in lockdown when everyone just posts a video. I just posted one, did well. Then you're at nothing else. So I was like, I'll post another one or another one. I wouldn't be a consistent poster now. Maybe like once every month
you
or
never
2
post.
months. But trying to be better now.
But when you do post, they do well.
Yeah, no, that's what I don't really understand, to be honest. Whenever I do post, they usually get up to like 200,000 views usually or something. So
Minimum.
they're
Because I
dedicated
feel like
fans.
yeah, because I feel like
Dedicated.
with me, I have to be like really consistent. But if you post one every like 3 months, it's like 500k. It's like grand.
Yeah, so I need to be more consistent, see if it does anything.
Yeah. Did you have any viral ones over COVID, or like what got you the following?
Just a haircut one, I think. I did a mullet one that got like 1 point something million, I think, and then from that, then they started getting really good views then. So no, that was a good one, yeah.
And what's it like, obviously, being a teacher and doing TikTok? Like, surely they all see your stuff?
I know, it's actually good crack. The kids love it. Sure, they have your respect straight away, like, because they all think you're class on TikTok. So if they're saying skibbity and all this stuff, like, you know what they're on about.
Yeah.
Like, we did a school play there and I had all that stuff and they're doing the wait, they don't love you, like, I love you, and everything. But even when I was doing that charity boxing thing, sure, the vice principal came up to me, she's like, oh, I'll donate to that. Like, so they don't mind at all. They love it, to be honest. Sure, first thing they said when I came back after summer was like, oh, it was a tattoo rule, you know, the bougie makes coppers.
Yes, I believe that.
All the staff were talking about that, like, but no, it wasn't real, obviously.
Yeah, you're a bit mad. You went to Albufeira on your own?
No, I was with Dean.
I thought you went on your own.
No, I went there with one of the lads first, and then when I was at EP, straight after EP, I went back for a match, and I was like, oh, sure, I may as well go back over. Then I went over by myself, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
See, I feel like we have a lot of the same, like, I love Albufeira, same way, coppers, but I wouldn't go on my own.
Yeah, but I feel like when I was over there the first time, you made so many friends that they were all there, and sure, I just hung out with all those lads all the time.
And you just kind of float around.
Yeah.
This is why I feel like it is good, obviously, that you can do these things and not drink and go mad. But how do you balance all this between TikTok? I know it's not like your main thing.
No.
Teaching, football, the driving. Like, how are you not like wrecked? Or are you wrecked?
Oh no, you would be wrecked, but
It's grand.
just
Like,
keep going.
does the
No,
job.
Not too bad, yeah, it's alright.
So obviously, as we said, you post on TikTok. Do you get any online hate, or like is it mostly positive?
No, it's mostly good, to be honest. Like, you might have maybe once every, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 videos, some person might say something stupid, just like, oh, what are you at? But like, that's it. The only time I got abuse was when you posted a video and everyone started coming for me in the comments.
Okay.
So thanks.
Okay. We'll get into that a bit later. But okay, so we've learned enough about you now at this point. I'm joking. Every week we have a different case on the case, and this week we're talking about rumours. So obviously there was something very viral recently on a certain podcast about GAA players, and you posted a TikTok about it.
Yeah, I was just kind of jealous that she didn't try and, get with me or something like.
Yeah, because I feel like you'd be like prime target, like
I thought so, but
in
I
her
also wasn't doing
demographic.
enough, yeah.
How does that make you feel? Are you upset? Like,
I actually was a bit upset because some of the fellas she was going for, I was like, surely I'm a little bit better than them. Like, not all of them, obviously, but.
and
just
did
one or
you
two,
know
like.
the ones she was going for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have a good insight to a lot of them, yeah.
Okay.
Even ones that weren't mentioned. I won't get into that.
So you know a bit more.
I know a good bit more, yeah.
So you were humbled.
Yeah, I was humbled, yeah.
Okay, at least you're honest.
At least, well, you still got views from the video, so at least I got something out of it, you know?
There you go. And this is what we were saying earlier. Like, I feel like we post these things because we know, like, you knew that was obviously gonna
Do
well. Yeah. But now maybe she will get onto you.
I think I'm alright now that I know it's actually.
You might boost the ego though a little bit now.
It's kind of, don't think it's going too well, so I think I'll just leave it at that, yeah.
Okay. Now, speaking of rumours, we're gonna have to talk about Electric Picnic.
Mm-hmm.
What is the story there?
You know as much as me. I just, now every search bar and any TikTok I post, even though summer is so long ago, it's still FITZY and Kasey Campion, FITZY and Kasey Campion. And like, we haven't been seen like out on night out except for maybe Coppers once since.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's still just.
But like, we met for the first time at EP.
Yeah, that's my first time ever meeting you. What was it? You came up with the.
Of course. Oh, I came up to you.
Me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Let's just say how it is for the record. You came up to me.
Okay, well, if we're actually saying things for the record, I was live on TikTok a week before EP.
Yeah,
and one of your little buddies commented being like, "Oh, you're on Fitzy's radar."
That's because he's obsessed with you, right? So
oh,
he just decided to say
okay,
that, yeah.
right. So I came up to you, right?
Yeah.
And
then what were you doing? You're making some TikTok video and you're asking people to get in it about
what they're wearing.
What's it called? OTD or something.
OOTD. Yes.
OOTD, yeah.
And you got in it.
And I got in it, and then we just started chatting, and then I met Lauren and Paul. Then we just kind of hung out for the day. And
yeah,
then,
he was kind of like a leech. He just wouldn't leave.
Yeah, you were begging me to stay.
This is not not true.
This is trivia.
So then we went to Noah Khan, which was, we went to Jerry Cinnamon first.
That was a bit of table tennis or something, wasn't there?
Played a bit of table tennis. I won, for the record, as well.
Yeah, I was humbled.
Yeah, he was humbled. This whole thing is you getting humbled. And then Jerry Cinnamon.
Yeah.
And then Noah Khan. But then I feel like people started, they'd see you and they'd be like, oh my God, there's your man. And then they'd see me, then they'd see Paul. And it was like a whole thing.
Yeah, no, because remember, Paul was going to stay with us, but then he wanted to go off to meet someone else or something.
Yeah, someone got lost or something. Yeah. And
then he went to go look for them.
Yeah.
And then we were together, and then we'd just be walking through the crowd. They'd look at you, and they'd be like, oh my God, what? Then they'd look at me, like, oh my God. And then they'd look at two of us and go,
yeah, it was like
the connection. Like, oh, are you together?
People's faces, and I think even though it was the first time we'd met, I think everyone thought like this has been going on ages and we were hiding something, which was not the case.
No.
Then after Noah Khan, you got remember you got something sent to your phone?
Yeah, straight after concert, we were just walking by, and he was probably done 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Got a text from some girl in my DM saying, oh, I have like videos of you with Kasey Campion, you're with her now, are you? And all this. I was like, what are they on about?
And I was terrified to look at them because I didn't know what they were going to be, even though I knew there was nothing that it could be. But
No.
I was like, what is this going to be? But it wasn't bad, was it?
No, it was just us standing beside each other at the concert or something.
And then we made a video, which I never posted. Do you remember?
Was that not the ladies?
No, I forgot
different one,
about
was it?
that. What was that again? Tell the story.
Well, it's probably good that one didn't come out, or else it would have.
Yeah, I thought that was
everything.
going to come out.
Yeah, what was it? They asked us where we. Oh, they're asking where we going out and something. They asked me.
Yes.
Did they ask me to propose to you there?
They asked you to ask me
or ask you out
on the spot, which he did as a joke.
As a joke, yeah.
And they had this on video, so we were like convinced after EP that was going to come out.
Go out for her.
But no, I made a video of the two of us being like, guys, because I was terrified after that photo you were sent that it was going to be posted everywhere. I was like, guys.
Oh yeah, I remember you made something like
just in case this comes out, like whatever. But we met loads of people, like and everyone was nice, and you know, until the little encounter we had with. We need a fake name. I don't even know. I can't remember her real name.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
like,
it's given around.
I actually
no, I'm joking.
don't even know her name. You know it. I don't know.
I genuinely can't remember. Well, let's just call her. I don't even know. Let's call her Rachel. I really hope her name wasn't Rachel now.
You're just thinking of Broden, so Rachel comes into your head.
Exactly. All
Rachel.
the R words.
We'll
all the
Rachel,
R words.
So.
Okay, Rachel. So as I said, we'd met loads of people.
Yeah.
We were chatting to loads of people, so it was nothing out of the ordinary. And we bumped into two girls. I start chatting to one of them. You're chatting to the other.
Yeah.
What happens?
It was actually so long ago, it's hard to even remember him. But you were chatting away and I was chatting to this girl. They were looking for a phone, wasn't it?
She lost her phone.
Yeah.
Rachel lost her phone.
Rachel lost her phone.
Yes.
And she was asking us, would we put up a TikTok? Asking, can someone find her phone? I was like, sure, what good is that going to do even if we find it? Like,
we kept saying, like, there's no... Like, us putting up a TikTok, there's a random iPhone missing an EP.
Yeah,
that's not going to do anything. And she kept being like, oh, you've got such a big following, though. And, like, she was hyping us up.
Yeah, she's...
I thought.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
At first.
And then when you were talking to the other girl, and then the other one was talking to me, she then wasn't saying too nice stuff. She
you can say it. I'm over it now.
She was just saying that, oh, like, why are you a Kasey? Oh, like, you can do so much better. Like, would you get with me or something? Like, or would you go for me or something? I was like, what are you on?
Yeah, she said something outrageous about going back to the tent or something.
And then overheard something, and then she changed the subject completely or whatever, and then they walked off, and you're like, you knew something was up though. I think you knew she kind of said something.
I don't think I did, because I was like, I accidentally was videoing. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was accidentally videoing this whole thing. And when I listened back to it, she was like, oh my God, please post this TikTok for me about my phone. And I was like, look, I will if you want, but like, it's not going to do anything. And then she was like, oh, but don't use my name. And don't like show me. And I'm like, how am I going to?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Makes no sense. But then when she got further, like far enough away, that's when you were like, did you hear what she said?
Now, the reason I said it was because I was like, I was just wondering, did you hear what she said? And you're like, no. So I was like, all right, I'll leave it at that. And then you just kept going, what'd she say? And I was like, oh, nothing. Like, she didn't say anything. And then you're like, what'd she say? I was like, fine, I'll tell you. Because I'm looking out for you.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, she said this. And then I was like, oh, but sure, don't mind it. Like, she's just some stupid person saying something stupid. Like, don't mind it at all. Like, but you didn't really...
No, I think
a grudge, I think.
Yeah, and I think you actually had to like physically. Not that I was gonna.
You were gonna go after.
I was.
If we didn't keep you back, you would have sprinted after.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying it really slow and like I was waiting until she was at the side because I knew you'd go at her. Like.
And like I'd never obviously touch anybody, but I would have said like what, what is wrong with you? Yeah, 100%. So then obviously I decided to post a story time as always because you know I didn't think it was gonna do as well as it did, especially because everyone was at EP, so I was like, surely no one's on their phones.
Yeah, no, popped off.
But I think it got like 700,000 views, just not to brag or anything. But the comments kind of went against you a bit.
Yeah, I don't understand what I did wrong. I was just looking out for you, and you were asking me to say, and you asked again, and I was like, fine, I'll tell you, whatever, because there's no point. I'm not going to lie to you, like. But
I
people
know.
thought I was like, oh, they were like, oh, he's such a prick for telling you and saying
Yeah.
that, what a crap friend and all this. I was like, what the.
I think it was 50-50 though. Some people were like, oh, fair play, like for telling her, blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, I think I look like an idiot being like, oh, I'll help you find your phone. And then she's like, you're hideous, do you know?
No, yeah, no, I get it completely, but I still
Yeah.
don't think I did anything wrong, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think you did the right thing because I obviously wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
But since that day, our names are the search bar on every single video.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's nothing got to do with you.
No, but it's literally everything, like, I mean, like, even, like, we met in Coppers once after, whatever, I can't remember, that was even ages ago. And since then, I remember I posted a video and everything in the comments was FITZY and Kasey and Coppers, just everything was just...
People, I think, why do they get so invested, do you think?
Because we're just class.
Because we're just like
just
the best.
No, I actually don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. I think it's like if you see two people that do social media together, instantly you're going to think, I don't know.
I don't know what they get a kick out of, but
Yeah.
I get a kick out of this anyways.
Yeah, and I feel like I didn't say it on the podcast, but like, did you ever hear of parasocial relationships?
No.
Do you know what that is? So it's basically like where people that follow us think they know us.
Okay.
And you probably get that a lot, like people coming up that, you know, they
Yeah,
know
but-
everything about you, but you don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
So I feel like they just kind of feed into that. But you were saying to me about people in your school, homework, was something said.
Lad, it's not just the homework, it's every flipping day. They leave stickers on my desk and they're like, oh, because they obviously saw the video with the mug. They can get on that
Oh, the
whenever.
mug.
But
Yeah, we're going to have to, I just haven't addressed the mug on the table right now.
they were just basically like, so if we do sentences for homework, like Irish or English, I mean, it's good because they're learning, they're doing their Irish, they're doing their English.
There you
And if
go.
there's any words, like, I don't know, like, even if it's book, it'd be like, oh, FITZY wants to write a book about Kasey, or like literally any word, and they somehow are so creative that they put it in sentences. But their Irish sentences are coming on, so I can't really argue with it. But
This is influencing, it's
Listen.
doing positive things to the Irish school system,
yeah.
if you ask me.
And even, sure, Valentine's Day or was it 2 Fridays ago or whatever?
Yeah.
But sure, we had the week off, came back in, and there was letters on my desk this morning, and it was like, oh, happy Valentine's, love Kasey, and all this. Like, so
Like-
they do it all the time. They're just always slagging me.
That's kind of gas though. I feel like when we were in school, there wasn't a such thing as TikTok, but I feel like if my teachers were on TikTok,
Yeah.
I would definitely be feeding into that.
But I give it straight back to them. Like, if there's kids in my class messing, I just go stop flirting. Like, so
Of
listen,
course.
if they can give it, they can take it.
Yeah.
It's a crack, like.
But speaking about the mug, actually, bone to pick with you. You already know what I'm going to say, don't you? About the mug
No,
video.
but I'm panicking now.
Remember? So I posted a video when I got the mug. My cousin Ava, by the way, she thinks that you're going to think that she's a weirdo for making the mug. Do you?
No, it's a nice mug, like. Like, if you have another, I'd get one, like.
But like, can you imagine the person in the factory putting that together? Like,
No, it's something, to be
it's
fair.
bizarre. But yeah, I posted a video of me unboxing the mug, and you didn't comment on it. So can you publicly comment on the mug, please? Because I was so scared. I was like, people are gonna think I'm a weirdo.
Now, to be fair, I wasn't on my phone much that day.
Oh,
And then,
here we go.
No,
It wasn't on
listen,
my
I actually
phone.
wasn't. And then I just saw this video and I was like, why are people tagging me in this? And I saw it and I just didn't know what to say. Because I was like, oh, listen, if I say something like, oh, I love the mug, people are going to think, oh my God, it's so true. And then if I don't like it, they're like,
Yeah,
I
but
just let the rumours, just
you know,
keep
so
rumouring.
he's feeding the rumors. You're worse.
I'm not feeding the rumours, I just didn't. How do you respond to this cup, like? What would you say? If you got one of these, or if I got one of these with your face on it, I don't even know what I'd say, like.
Yeah, it is a bit rogue, to be honest. But like, my argument was, and it still stands, that if it was an actual thing, I wouldn't be being gifted mugs of your face.
Listen, I don't know. Maybe it's something you do, I don't know.
Okay, so be honest. Do you want to keep the mug?
Do I want to keep it?
I mean, like my sister
I'm surprised you
babysits,
still
right?
have it, like.
I know. I don't use it. I'm going to be honest, I don't use it. But my
Have you
sister...
ever used it?
Not
Be honest.
once. Honestly, not once. But my sister babysits a little fella called Danny. He's actually 5 today. Happy birthday, Danny. And the other day I come down and he's drinking orange juice out of it. I'm like, this is not a good influence. He's probably thinking, who is this man on this mug?
Maybe he just likes, maybe thinks it's someone famous or something that likes it and it's like, oh, nice mug.
Maybe. I don't know. I
Maybe we
personally
should make
think
more of them.
mine's better. But to end on the rumour topic, we've no to hide people. Sure we don't?
No.
No. And that's all. The
Absolutely
EP thing, obviously, we're well over that now.
Well, people aren't, but
People aren't. But and I know after this, surely search bar is going to be going up again.
Yeah.
But we're setting the record straight here, people. Nothing to hide. So that is it for On The Case this week. Thanks to FITZY for his input. He will be sticking around to help out with the dilemmas later, but now we're moving on to keeping up with the Campions. Okay, so obviously this week's topic is rumours. So I had to ask my family, was there any rumours that have ever gone around about them or any that they've heard about me? So my mother sent me a rumour that went around about her. This is many years ago, but I'm going to play it for you now.
So, a rumour about me that made its way back to me. I can only think of one, and it's from a lifetime ago when I had started my career as a fashion model here in Ireland, and I had won a scholarship to Milan. Now, I was brought to Milan with an agency, blah, blah, blah. But a couple of months after I returned, this is just typical Ireland and its begrudgery of anybody doing well. A girl I went to school with, who was a friend of mine, told the entire town that Adrienne was in Milan, but she was waitressing. Now, obviously that was completely made up. I did nothing in Milan but model. So it brought a nice smile to my face when a national newspaper did a 2-page spread on my success in Italy. I have never spoken to her since.
She's so humble, my mother, isn't she? Yeah, back in the day, she used to be a model. Clearly, that didn't follow through with me because I clearly don't do anything like that. But yeah, someone made up that she was a waitress the whole time she was away. So I think I'd be fuming about that one as well. The next one comes from my cousin Ava.
Hey guys, it's me again, Ava. If you don't already know, I'm Casey's cousin. Now, her and I were just speaking about this on the phone and it really jogged a memory. Please tell me there are some of you out there that remember the app SimSimi. For some of you who don't know, SimSimi was basically like ChatGPT, but like aimed at a younger crowd. And it used to cause absolute uproar, like to the point where it actually got banned in like lots of schools, even mine. But the reason being was because you could train SimSimi to say exactly what you wanted to certain sentences, words, catchphrases, whatever. So people started using this to, anonymously say things about certain people. So like you'd type Ava Campion and a list of things would come up. You'd have to like type Ava Campion a few times and like different things that different people said would come up each time. So some stuff would be nice. Oh, she's nice, she's funny, she's this, she's that. Or it would just be, horrible things, which I will not relay. But you had the power to say what you wanted about yourself, but nobody would know it was you because it was anonymous. So, at the time of SimSimi, I had a little bit of a crush. I can't believe I'm saying this online. But anyways, had a bit of a crush. So I said, I'm going to use SimSimi to my advantage. And basically just orchestrated just so much lies in this chat. I would just say, so-and-so and Ava would be so cute together. I heard so-and-so likes Ava. So-and-so and Ava were speaking at GA and they looked so cute together. Like, just complete bullshit. Like, it actually wasn't even funny. It's a bit worrying. So, yeah. Any rumours that have been spread about me have mainly been started by my own accord. But anyways, I'm not just a freak though, because Kasey used to do this as well. So Kasey, I'm calling you out.
Grant, so I asked her to send a room about herself and I get dragged into this. So yeah, this whole SimSimi thing, I did make up rumours about myself, unfortunately. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say rumours. So basically, I think I spoke about this fella on the first podcast. It was my first ever kiss. We used to continue to do that when we were like 15, but he didn't want anyone to know. And I was so like, obviously I was like, he's like, he thinks I'm hideous, he doesn't want anyone to know. So I went on to SimSimi and I was like, I heard Kasey Campion and blank were getting together down at, I'm not even going to say where. So yeah, I used to write rumours about myself. So I wouldn't do this now, but safe to say back in the day, yeah, I did write rumours about myself online. That is it for keeping up with the Campions this week, but now we're moving on to our best case scenario. So a lot of you were sending me in your dilemmas. As I said before, you can send them into On The Case Pod on TikTok and Instagram, and also we have an email as well. So FITZY is going to help with these. He's going to read out the first one and we're going to get both of our perspectives. I feel like it's good to get a boys one as well, even though I don't know if it's going to be any use.
Mightn't be too good now, but
okay.
Listen, lads listening, they'll listen to me, I'll tell you.
Okay, right.
All right, hey Kasey, I'm a big fan of your TikTok and loving the new pod. Just finished listening to episode 2. I was debating sending you this as I don't want to sound like a crazy girlfriend, but I think I have a right to feel uncomfortable in this situation. I've been with my boyfriend a year and he's great. Treats me so well and I get on with all of his friends. Well, most. There's one girl and let's just say I'm not a massive fan of her, but she's a massive fan of my boyfriend. She knows my boyfriend longer than me, and when I first met him and stalked his socials, I genuinely thought she was an ex because he is plastered all over her Insta and Visco. The pictures all seem to be one-sided with her swinging out of him all the time, but there's one picture that seems a bit suspicious on his behalf. He has told me nothing has ever happened between them, but I'm suspicious. She has also texted him before asking if she makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to make it a big thing, but I need to know it's weird, and I do. And do you have any advice to help a girl out?
Yikes. Okay, so I don't know. What's your opinion? Can girls and boys just be friends?
Do you know what? I was actually talking about this last day. No.
No. That just like...
No, I actually don't think they can really, unless it's a group setting.
That just goes against the whole first half of the podcast.
No, listen. This is a group setting. You know, there's two people. It's a group.
Okay, right. We have producers here, by the way.
Yeah.
That's who he's alluding to, not just like ghosts.
No.
So you don't think girls and boys can be friends?
Not really, no. Well, like, if you're not attracted to them. Like, you can be friends with someone if you're not attracted to them, but if you are attracted to them, I don't think you can.
Okay, so in this scenario, it sounds like the girl is attracted to the boyfriend, kind of.
Yeah.
Even though they're friends years. My opinion is that I think the girl is the problem, for once, actually. Because you have to trust your boyfriend. If he's telling you nothing's ever happened before, maybe it hasn't. But I would obviously ask him to be like, look, this is like really playing on my mind. It's making me really anxious. Has anything happened before? Because if it has, then he's lied. Then he's a goner. But I don't know, like, I would say it to the girl, but I wouldn't give her the airtime. What do you think?
I don't know. The fact she's putting up all this stuff with him is a bit weird as well, no?
Yeah, now apparently all the photos were from before they were together. But they're still up.
Oh, I don't know. It depends how long they're going out. Like, did it say how long they're going out there?
I think it said a year, did it?
A year.
Yeah, a year. So what would you tell her to do?
Well, me personally, I suppose if they're friends from before, like, no, I'm sticking to my guns.
They can't be friends.
They can't be friends.
See, this is...
I guarantee if he turned around and said, oh, I want to get with you, she'd get with him. And you can't be friends with someone who wants to get with you. That's simple as.
But this is where, I have, well, if I let one of them actually, I have two neighbours. Actually, that's a lie, because they're actually both moved out now. I'm just telling lies all the time. But I had two neighbours, both boys, friends with both of them my whole entire life. But no, like, actually friends.
Oh, it's fine.
Actually friends. Mm-hmm. So I think if you're friends from when you're like kids, maybe that's acceptable.
Yeah.
But any, like, college, secondary school, not really.
I don't know, okay, maybe when you're really young. But I just think if you think someone's attractive and you get on really well with them, surely you're going to want to pursue something with them, like, logically, no?
Okay, so do you think she needs to tell the boyfriend you can't be friends with her?
If she trusts him, she trusts him. But I think if I was him, I would know. I wouldn't want to be talking to any girls. So I think he should know himself not to be talking to other girls.
I agree. Okay, so our general consensus here, because that was a bit of a disaster, is that you can't control what the girl does, but you can kind of semi-control what your boyfriend does. Obviously, you can't control him, but you can tell him, look, this makes me uncomfortable. I don't think you should be that friendly with her, and let her do what she wants. Once he's not interacting with her or posting photos with her, then I think it's fine. Also, I'd clarify for 100% if he's got with her before, even though he's saying he hasn't. Maybe ask one more time for your own head, and then after that, I think used to it can be happy and she can just be a goner. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think, that's it really, isn't it?
Okay, this is given like Jeremy Kyle. I think we're really good at this. Okay, I'm going to read the next one. So the next one is, I was seeing a boy for 5 months. Everything was perfect and he sold me the dream. Shocker. We did so much together and kept trying to plan nights away, but something would always come up on both behalves, but mainly on his. The night before his birthday, he was acting completely normal with me, but randomly his maps moved to a hotel and the blank texts came rolling in. I presume that means like blank snaps.
Blank snaps, yeah.
Yeah, so just like a black screen maybe, I don't know. I wished him a happy birthday, but I got left open. The next day I asked him what was going on, and lo and behold, he had been away with another girl for the night, and he told me that nothing was going to come out of me and him anymore. And even though he had told me that we were exclusive, not to get with anyone else, that it was over basically. My heart is shattered. It's been a month and he's always in hotels and going away with her. I feel so low and not good enough. How can you switch up like that overnight and treat someone like this? Any advice on how to get over him? Well, I'm going to start off with asking you, why would a boy do that? Like,
I don't know, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I know loads of boys who be like, some lads respectful, some would be kind of, you know, they'd get with a few girls and stuff, but I don't know, I wouldn't know any lads that do that. That's a bit of a weird one, to be honest.
Yeah, like it's given that he was seeing the boaties at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, look, all I'm going to say is I hate the fact that you're saying that you feel low and not good enough, because at the end of the day, it says everything about him and not about you. And like, I know it's such basic advice, but you wouldn't want to be with someone that's going to treat you like that. Like, you're soulmate or whatever is not going to treat you like that. So that's what I tell yourself when you're trying to get over him. Obviously, you're really upset and you're probably seeing him going away with this girl, but think of like, she now has to deal with him. Like, that's her problem now. Do you get me?
Yeah. I think if they weren't exclusive, it wouldn't be as bad. Like, still bad, obviously, but it wouldn't be as bad. But the fact they were exclusive as well makes it worse. Like,
yeah, I forgot about that part. And also, like, if I was you, I would want that girl to know. That's probably me being a bit toxic, is it?
yeah, I think as well. And the exclusive thing, I think, is just stupid. Like, if you want to be with somebody, you be with somebody. You won't go, okay, let's be exclusive. Like, what's the difference? That annoys me so much, that stuff.
I feel
don't
targeted
get it.
right now. No, I'm joking. Moving on. So, yeah, do you think she should tell that girl, though? Like, oh, by the way, I was exclusive with him and he's after bringing you away to a hotel.
I don't know, like me personally, I wouldn't be getting involved in other stuff. Like, just let them be. It
Yeah.
won't work out. But if she wants to give her a heads up, there's no harm. Like, and sure, she's going to find out eventually, so there's no
Yeah.
harm in it.
I personally think, like, protect your peace. Let her find out for herself. As for getting over him, just keep telling yourself that obviously you deserve better. You don't want to be with someone like that. And when the right person comes, you'll know. I keep telling myself that every day, but you will know. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is our best case scenario for both of your dilemmas. As I said, you can send in your dilemmas to On The Case Pod on TikTok and Instagram. And if they're a bit longer, you can send them to onthecase@gmail.com. So this segment, it keeps returning because I want it to return. I don't think anybody else does. Doesn't have a name, but it's the tin whistle thing. Today I had a bit of a nightmare, right? So obviously I knew FITZY was coming in, and I had seen on your TikTok last week you playing the tin whistle.
No, I had a tin whistle.
Had a tin whistle.
Yeah. In my possession doesn't mean I play it.
Oh.
I could try like it.
Right, well, I took from that he played the tin whistle. So I was like, I texted him today being like, can you bring in your tin whistle for the podcast? And he's like, I don't have it, like, it's in Galway. So I was like, oh my God, I'm in such a rush, but I'm going to stop off at a shop where I got my last tin whistle and get another one for him. So on the way there, found out they were closed. So what does my dad do? Because of course he is on the case with everything. He rings up the shop even though they're closed, gets them to stay open for me coming to get this tin whistle. And when I get there, I have this like sixth sense that I forgot mine as well. So I look in the bag, no tin whistle. Anyways, this is the voice note that I sent the lady because my dad gave me her phone number to get the tin whistle.
Really random, Kasey here. I think my dad was on to you earlier about the whole tin whistle situation. I'm just leaving now, so I'll probably be 10 or 15 minutes if that suits. Thank you so much.
So yeah, this poor lady stayed open for a full hour after the closing to get me 2 tin whistles. So anyway, that's the backstory. We're here now. You've got your tin whistle. And the lovely Viv, my lovely gorgeous producer, is going to give us a request. And we're going to see who's better. Or who's worse, should I say.
Bring it on.
Okay, the two of you, you mentioned coppers. So I'm going to have to give you a coppers challenge specifically for today's segment.
I think it's very fitting.
Yeah.
And now I hate coppers. I'm going to say that
So
out
do I.
right. Coppers can get in the bin.
Yeah.
However, I do know from my one and only time of being there until close that the infamous closing song is Country Roads. So please
Know it too
can
well.
I get that.
That's how I got my gold card. Because of that gorgeous song. Okay. So, who wants to go first?
You can go
Me?
first and I'll try suss it out after
Okay.
that.
I guarantee you I am going to like slay this. So
Do you know the notes like?
No,
we're
this is the
we're
thing.
All right.
We're just this is my
Yeah.
talent that I can do it without the
Okay.
notes, okay? But it takes me a couple, like I have to like suss it out a bit, right? Okay, hang on. First note's already right. No. Is that not like genuine talent?
Lad, surely you know this.
On my life, I have never done that. Nobody believes this, guys. Genuine talent. No notes, no nothing. I promise.
So I'm supposed to try and match that like.
Yeah. I'll take it away. I can't believe I did so well.
You were using your top fingers, weren't you?
Mainly, yeah.
Was that the first one?
That's the first note. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
Why are you laughing? That's good.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. No. What's the next freaking
You can
bit?
take your fingers off, remember? Yeah, but that's later on.
Well, what's the next one after
I
that?
don't remember.
I actually was getting it. I was
That was
getting
really
it.
good. You were just, when you got to the part where you have to take everything off. Your fingers off.
That's it.
It works. Okay, guys, I personally think that was really good talent. Let me know if you want us to return. It definitely will. Let us know, obviously, in the comments if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere who did better. I think it's.
I just hate getting humbled by you. It's actually getting me.
I know, it's actually
so
so embarrassing. Like, it's a clear giveaway. But as I said, send in requests to On The Case Pod on TikTok, Instagram, and email if you want. That is it for On The Case this week. Thanks so much, FITZY, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
How'd you find it? Good?
Yeah, it was good, yeah. No, I'll get used to it.
And if you want any more guests, do let me know on The Case Pod, Instagram and TikTok. And as I always say, keep it real. On The Case with Kasey Campion is an Urban Media Wireless Ireland production. Produced and edited by Vivian Wood, Paul McGregor, Stephen King O'Farrell, and executive produced by Sasha Hamrogue. New episodes of On The Case with me, Kasey Campion, will come out every Wednesday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you can watch on YouTube as well. Thanks for listening.